This is Brian Eastman again for sellfastforum.com. What I wanted to talk about today is the trim and as far as the exterior is concerned. When I say trim, I consider trim being the wood trim, the columns, paint, any details around the windows, etc. And what I wanted to show you is that what we like to do is, before we spend a lot of money and a lot of time painting the entire exterior of the house, is that we'll actually do samples on the house itself. You'll find that between the paint store, or rather looking online for paint colors, and the paint store and the paint can itself and the paint on the side of the house are all a little bit different. I know that seems a little bit ridiculous, but we've purchased a lot of paint before putting it on the side of the house, and it looks completely different than it did on the little swatch on the can. So what I would recommend is doing what we've done here, which is to choose 4, 5, 6, 7 colors, however many that you'd like, and do a sample paint color on the actual house itself. You'll be able to see what it looks like on the lot. You'll be able to compare it between the two houses next to it, which is important. You don't want it the same color, and you don't want it to clash with the houses next to it, and you'll be able to get a better idea of which paint colors you like. Take a look at how we've done that right here. So oddly enough, out of those 5 colors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors that we've got there, we thought we were going to choose a different one. Once we got it up on the wall, we actually ended up liking a separate color much better. So we ended up going with that one. So that's great. It saved us a lot of time, a lot of money. Having to repaint a house that you've already painted the first time is expensive and redundant, and it's just not the mistake you want to make. You only make that mistake one time in this business. So another item we like to focus on as far as the trim is concerned is the columns, which we do a tapered column. We don't have those here yet, as you can see, but we do have the brick columns themselves. We're going to leave this actually brick colored. A lot of times we'll paint this, but I like the contrast with the gray and the mortar here. So we're going to leave that there, and then we'll have a tapered column that's intricately painted on top of that. Now also, when we talk about the shutters for the windows, we like to do those on the front side of the house. And the typical front of our house will have 3 to 4 windows, so it's really not that costly of an item, but it really dresses up the house. It gives it that cottagey feel, and it gives it a very warm feel for the buyer when they're pulling up in front of the house. It really looks nice. This is our style that we do. So it's a fairly basic style, but we also we actually have it match the front door that we use as well. So we have our gentleman who makes these match the stain of this with our front door. It really looks nice with the entire combination.